The White House has informed Congress that hostilities with Iran have officially ended, but there's a few reasons why I wouldn't be surprised to see the opposite. To start, just before we got that statement today, the president was speaking to not wanting to accept Iran's latest terms and that he did not need their permission to extend the war because the ceasefire had terminated those hostilities, according to him. But you can't reject a peace deal and claim the war is over at the same time. It's kind of my main issue. There's a little more to it, though. The War Powers Act limits a president's military action for only 60 days before ending it. That clock ended today, Friday, May 1st, stopping it. Two things. It denies its opposition ammo, like a blatant violation of the War Powers Act that falls in the boundaries of what Congress today or after the midterms can do something about. The other part of this is the fact that this announcement, like lots of other positive news about the war in Iran, comes on a Friday. The stock market closes for the weekend. Good news gives the investors the confidence to buy. Bad news makes them sell. And them selling is bad for these publicly traded companies' bottom line. They don't want their stock prices to go down. To summarize, it's more feel-good messaging for stock and oil investors on the day the market closes. Or in other words, it's more market manipulation. Because what we haven't heard out of all of this is that Iran has accepted a deal, which would be the clearest indicator that what he is saying is true. This move accomplishes two things. It gives Trump another opportunity to ask a Republican-dominated Congress to let him attack for another 60 days. And it does a huge favor for those who are heavily invested in the American empire via the stock market. But the hostilities, as they're described, have been going up until the second that they announced they ended. And I wouldn't be surprised if we find out sometime next week that they have, in fact, been continuing.